Guys, the video, guys.
Ruddle Games 14 says hello YouTube, this is Ruddle Games 14 here, upload back to and our video. Like and sub plus also
Welcome back to another video. Okay. Huh. Make sure to type like Skepe whenever you're
Ruddle
typing.
Games 14 says what is this?
What are you? This. Oh no.
Ruddle Games 14 says we're with the era powered by Hano.
Gotta do the intro.
We are in Roger to March Worthy in your toilet.
It's too funny.
Alex.
Okay, what do we have to do in this video?
I don't know, get as many achievements as we can in 40 minutes.
Ruddle Games 14 says what do we have to do?
What do we have to
Ruddle Games
do?
14 says tells Mess Johnny's.
Tell the Mads Johnny's. Drawing achievement on it. But if the narrator narrates all, it's going to
Ruddle
say
Games
everything.
14 says Johnny's his needs des Moonies.
Johnny's these needs these moonies.
Doesn't say money.
Johnny's these news.
Ruddle Games 14 says Wes needs TOS best things Johnny's.
Guys, guess what? Next video.
Kraken Games 14 says Hypixel.
Guys, we're going to play Hypixel today.
Ruddle Games 14 says Hypixel Skyblock.
Let's try block normally.
Ruddle Games 14 says Bed Wars. Ruddle Games 14 says Sky Wars. Kraken Games 14 says Respawn.
What? Doesn't say res R-E-S-P on.
Let me try it.
Ruddle Games 14 says Respawn.
Aww. Maybe only in high
Kraken Games 14 says RESP on.
Guys, what is this video? Wait.
Ruddle Games 14 says Roblox.
Oh, I've seen that one.
Ruddle Games 14 says Shia. Ruddle Games 14 says fuck. Kraken Games 14 says Gots TOS RESP on ins fest fans. Ruddle Games 14 says AI is dumb.
No way.
Kraken Games 14 says I am dumb.
There, it said I am done. I wish you just read the message instead of... Okay.
Ruddle Games 14 says Stunley Stanley.
Only Stanley?
Stanley! It's been 5 weeks,
Kraken Games 14 says Brexwood Ruddle.
Trying to type like Skepe so that it can be funny.
Ruddle Games 14 says okay we can do that.
Oh, wait, why didn't I say exclamation thing? How am I not typing like Skeppy right now?
Kraken Games 14 says it's not. Ruddle Games 14
so
says
good
Nick
right now.
Combs
What's
that's
going
Johnny.
on?
Yeah, I knowns that Johnny's. We could just play this video without talking and just but it'll be funny for arcade.
Ruddle Games 14 says yay, that's hard to do that. Kraken Games 14 says es void for viajes. Ruddle Games 14 says but less. Ruddle Games 14 says do that. Kraken Games 14 says creeper amen. Ruddle Games 14 says want blood a house.
Want blood
Ruddle
out?
Games 14 was slain by zombie villager. Kraken Games 14 says no. Ruddle
Hello?
Games 14 says hey.
What?
Ruddle Games 14 says how. Kraken Games 14 says
Oh no!
backslash. Ruddle Games 14 was shot by skeleton.
Crap, I don't have to.
Kraken Games 14 has made the advancement Monster Hunter. Kraken Games 14 was shot by skeleton.
I want to see what the AI would think of this. I'm gonna type this whole thing out. I just don't know how. So it takes so long to type out. I want to do it as well.
Ruddle Games 14 says back to game. No player was found.
What?
Ruddle Games 14 says I did the AI moms last night.
The AI bombs last night?
Ruddle Games 14 says AI best mom ever. Ruddle Games 14 says this is a joke.
What said something? What? What's going on?
Nothing.
Ruddle Games 14 drowned. Kraken Games 14 says 14. Ruddle Games 14 says that was a joke, chat. Kraken Games 14 was slain by spider. Ruddle Games 14 says I am very loaded. Ruddle Games 14 says SNED left.
Send the left. Send the left.
Ruddle Games 14 says I need GF. Kraken Games 14 says I'm a jolly pink spooper. Ruddle Games 14 says pink spooper.
Cooper. Guys, this video is just a random video where we're just doing random thing.
Ruddle Games 14 says
Oh, this is the funniest video ever, chat. It's kind of funny.
Kraken Games 14 says
What?
Ruddle Games 14 says shit. Ruddle Games 14 says bitch. Ruddle Games 14 says motherfucker. Kraken Games 14 says hey. Ruddle Games 14 was slain by a zombie. Ruddle Games 14. Set the time to 0.
Where? Where? Flash.
Ruddle Games 14. Set the weather to rain and thunder.
Wait, what if I TP myself somewhere? play.
This is probably gonna be very bad. This is probably gonna be very bad.
Kraken Games 14 has made the advancement who is cutting onions. Kraken Games 14 has made the advancement who got a friend in me. Kraken Games 14 has completed the challenge with our powers combined.
Oh
Kraken
no!
Games 14 has made the advancement Oh Shining. Kraken Games 14 has made the advancement Country Load. Take me home.
Country
Games
Load?
14 has made the advancement It is new. Kraken Games 14 has made the advancement Suit Up. Kraken Games 14 has completed the challenge Smithing with Style.
I won't be playing.
Kraken Games 14 has made the advancement Very Very Frightening. Kraken Games 14 has made the advancement Hot Stuff. Kraken Games 14 has made the advancement Stay Hydrated.
Stay
Kraken Games
hydrated.
14 has made the advancement Minecraft Trial S Edition. Kraken Games 14 has made the advancement Forever Closer.
Minecraft Trial S Edition.
Kraken Games 14 has made the advancement Search Protector. Kraken Games 14 has completed the challenge of Furious Cocktail. Kraken Games 14 has made the advancement Best Friends Forever. Kraken Games 14 has made the advancement Careful Restoration. Kraken Games 14 has made the advancement Glow and Behold. Kraken Games 14 has made
My
the
game
advancement
is lagging.
Behold the Beacon. Kraken Games 14 has made the
15,000?
advancement Not Today. Thank you. Kraken Games 14 has made the advancement When the Squad Hops into Town. Kraken Games 14 has made the advancement Isn't It Iron Pick. Kraken Games 14
Only
has
been
completed
11
the
minutes.
challenge
We have
of Old Pep. Kraken
40
Games
minutes in the
14 has
video
made
left.
the advancement Local Brewery. Kraken Games 14 has reached the goal The Next
I'm not gonna
Generation.
get to that for a while.
Kraken Games 14 has completed the challenge It Spreads. Kraken Games 14 has made the advancement Fishy Business. Kraken Games 14 has completed the challenge Hot Tourist Destinations. Kraken Games 14 has made the advancement Caves and Cliffs. Kraken Games 14 has completed the challenge Over Overkill. Kraken Games 14 has made the advancement Sheer Brilliance. Kraken Games
Okay,
14 has made the
we're gonna be here
advancement
for
This Boat
20
Has
years.
Legs. Kraken Games 14 has completed the challenge Sniper Duel. Kraken Games 14 has completed the challenge Great View from Up Here. Kraken Games 14 has completed the challenge How Did We Get Here? Kraken Games 14 has completed the challenge Bullseye. Kraken Games 14 has made the advancement Spooky Scary Skeleton. Kraken Games 14 has completed the challenge 2x2. Kraken Games 14 has
JD
made the advancement
Vecna?
Stone Age. Kraken Games 14 has completed the challenge 2 Birds.
That's JD
One Arrow.
Vecna.
Kraken Games 14 has made the advancement We Need to Go Deeper. Kraken Games 14 has made the advancement Who's the Villager Now? Kraken Games 14 has made the advancement Getting an Upgrade. Kraken Games 14 has made the advancement Light as a Rabbit. Kraken Games 14 has made the advancement Tactical Fishing. Kraken Games
Tactical
14
fishing.
has made the advancement Respecting the Remnants. Kraken Games 14 has reached the goal Zombie Doctor. Kraken Games 14 has made the advancement Little Snips. Kraken Games
Little
14 has
Snips?
made the advancement The City at the end of the game. Kraken Games 14 has made the advancement Ice Bucket Challenge. Kraken Games 14 has made the advancement Remote Getaway. Kraken Games 14 has made the advancement Into Fire. Kraken Games 14
Okay, I'm
has
gonna have
made
to
the
turn it off
advancement
and
War
turn it back
Pigs.
down, so it
Kraken
stops.
Games 14 has made the advancement Take Aim.
So it
Kraken
stops
Games
saying all
14
that
has made the
things.
advancement Total Relocation.
Total
Kraken Games 14 has
relocation?
made the advancement Lighten Up. Kraken Games 14 has completed the challenge Arbalistic. Kraken
Marvelistic.
Games 14 has made the advancement Under Lock and Key. Kraken Games 14 has reached the goal The End. Again. Kraken
The end.
Games 14 has made the
Again.
advancement Acquire Hardware.
I've
Kraken
reached the
Games
advancement
14
the
has made
end.
the advancement Not Quite
Again.
9 Lives. Kraken Games 14 has
Apparently,
reached the
guys,
goal
I've reached
Revolving.
the advancement the end
Kraken Games 14
twice.
has made the advancement Cover Me with Diamonds.
Whoa,
Kraken Games 14
cover
has
you with
reached the goal
diamonds.
Sky's the Limit. Kraken Games 14 has made the advancement Bukid Bukid. Kraken Games 14 has made the advancement
Wookie,
left off.
wookie.
Kraken Games 14 has reached the goal hired hell.
Hired
Kraken Games
hell?
14 has made the advancement.
I hired hell?
Kraken Games 14 has completed the challenge return to sender. Kraken Games 14 has made the advancement sweet dreams. Kraken Games 14 has reached the goal you need a mint. Kraken Games 14 has completed the challenge monsters hunted. Kraken Games 14 has made the advancement heart transplanter.
What?
Kraken Games 14 has made the advancement enchanter. Kraken Games 14 has made the advancement smells interesting. Kraken Games
What?
14 has made the advancement voluntary exile. Kraken Games 14 has made the advancement I spot. Kraken Games
spot?
14 has made the advancement is it a bird. Kraken Games
No,
14
it's
has
for me.
completed the challenge serious
Mario.
dedication. Kraken Games 14 has reached the goal post-mortem. Kraken Games 14 has made the advancement isn't it skewed. Kraken
What?
Games 14 has made
Isn't
the
it
advancement
good?
planting the past. Kraken Games 14 has completed the challenge
Holy.
adventuring time. Kraken Games 14 has made
Adventuring
the
time?
advancement a CD place. Kraken Games 14 has made the advancement those were the days. Kraken Games 14 has made the advancement the cutest predator. Kraken
What?
Games 14 has made the advancement birthday song.
Birthday
Kraken
song?
Games 14 has made the advancement is it a plane. Kraken Games 14 has made the advancement feels like home. Kraken Games 14 has made the advancement Star Trader. Kraken Games 14 has made the advancement wax
Music
on.
bits.
Kraken Games 14 has made the advancement sound of music. Kraken Games 14 has completed the challenge hero of the village. Kraken Games 14 has made the advancement hidden in the depths. Kraken Games 14 has reached the goal.
That's so loud!
Kraken Games 14
What
has
is he
made the
saying?
advancement with great heights. Kraken Games 14 has completed the challenge a balanced diet. Kraken Games 14 has completed the challenge subspace bubble. Kraken Games 14 has made the advancement the power of books. Kraken Games 14 has made the advancement VR guest. Kraken Games 14 has made the advancement what it is. Kraken Games 14 has made the advancement is in the blue. Kraken Games 14 has made the advancement crafting a new look. Kraken Games 14 has completed the challenge uneasy lines. Kraken Games 14 has made the advancement diamonds. Kraken Games 14 has made the advancement enduring power and friendship. Kraken Games 14 has made the advancement the terrible fortune.
This is our celebration of the spirit of being over 10.
Rotation. Kraken Games 14 has made the advancement crafting.
What?
The series being over. This is the last video.
This is like
Kraken
the...
Games 14 has
What?
made the advancement all bets.
It's not the last video.
Kraken Games 14 has completed the
What?
challenge cover me in the
8
grid.
days before the last
Kraken
video.
Games 14 has made the advancement the end.
Yeah, I have to report.
Kraken Games 14 has made the advancement the
We're gonna
parents
call
and the
in.
pets.
Guys, we have to
Kraken Games
replace the
14 has
Roblox
completed the
videos
challenge
because,
blowback.
Oh, I'm not even-
you know,
Kraken Games 14
Replace
has
the thing
completed the
down
challenge a complete catalog. Kraken Games 14 has made the advancement who needs rockets. Granted 1,520 advancements to Kraken Games 14. Ruddle Games 14. Teleported Ruddle Games 14 to 540.
Oh, wait, it's done with my thing.
How? How is that 50,000?
272.
There's no way that was 50,000.
Ruddle Games 14 says who is cutting onions. Ruddle Games 14 has made the advancement you've got a friend in me. Ruddle Games 14 has completed the challenge with our powers combined. Ruddle Games 14 has made the advancement who's shiny. Narrator. 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 Narrates chat. Ruddle Games 14 says I think your mom last night gave it.
where are you at?
Ruddle Games 14 says blood for the blood god. Ruddle Games 14 says hashtag Kraken will never die.
What did it say? Protect the light.
Say it again.
Ruddle Games 14 says Technoblade.
Very good. On the side.
John Wick theme.
Ruddle Games 14 says John Wick.
Guys, this song sounds like John Wick music.
Ruddle Games 14 says John Wick best movie to watch is now out now.
Now,
Kraken Games 14 says video. Boy JJJJJJ.
what? It stopped saying? That's weird.
Ruddle Games 14 says your pocket viewer or your real life JJJJ. Says this voice Jane else that's the time with situation you're in real life. Kraken Games 14 says you're on that so that's fine.
What?
Ruddle Games 14 says 177834978342627267230256724567025647674567456. Ruddle Games 14 says Trump 2024. Ruddle Games 14 says JD 2028. Kraken Games 14 says then I said when.
Then I
Ruddle
said
Games
what?
14 says LOL. Ruddle Games 14 says then I said when.
Then I sad way?
Oh.
Kraken Games 14 says so have we. Ruddle Games 14 says lava. Ruddle Games 14 says chick.
Forgot that.
Ruddle Games 14 says head.
If I get to sing a copyrighted song, does that mean it's copyrighted?
Ruddle Games 14 says pop.
Would it still be copyrighted?
I don't know.
I was gonna have it sing the Lava Chicken song, but probably won't be able to,
Ruddle
right?
Games 14 says lava.
No, I feel like it could do it because
Ruddle Games 14 says chick. Ruddle Games
forgot the
14 says
Eddie.
head.
Yeah.
Ruddle Games 14 says your mom 69,420. Ruddle Games 14 says 69,420.
Let's see if it does it.
Ruddle Games 14 says la 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 CH chicken Steve's lava chicken. Yeah, it's tasty as hello. Mamacita.
What?
Now you're ringing the bell crispy and juicy. Now you're having a snacko. Super spicy.
It's not swinging as correctly.
Ruddle Games 14 says I'm in. Ruddle Games 14 says Berman. Ruddle Games 14 says Berm. Ruddle Games 14 says all. Ruddle Games 14 says man. Kraken Games 14 says so we back in the mines. Ruddle Games 14 says yay. Ruddle Games 14 says we are. Ruddle Games 14 says back in the mines.
I have to do this. I have to do this song. I think it works. PewDiePie's Minecraft song.
Songs frequently mentioned on the web include Mine All Day, Mine All Day, Minecraft music video, Sven, Rogan, and Jeff.
Kraken Games 14 says Kraken Games 14 says Kraken Games 14 says Kraken Games 14 says. Kraken Games 14 says Hello. Ruddle Games 14 says this one goes out to all my gamers out there, we all been there, you know this feeling, man. Ruddle Games 14 says I wake up early in the morning, make a gas weep, it's like I'm in the nether cause I can't sleep, frig, in case you got amnesia, man, I want that blue stuff, oh, I got my iron pick with a fortune buff, I am at Y12, baby. Cause that's where it's. Ruddle Games 14 says I mine all day, I mine all night, yeah, I mine non-stop till those diamonds are in sight, and I mine all stone, till I'm all alone, I mine all the time, but can't find what I want, I mine all day, I mine all night, yeah, I mine non-stop till though. Ruddle Games 14 says bet you don't have this blue, oh, bet you don't have this green, oh, bet you don't have the biggest ball the world has seen. Oh, yeah, you'd think I'd be satisfied. No, I want more, but you have every single thing that you could bitch. I want more cause I go. Ruddle Games 14 says I mine all day, I mine all night, I mine non-stop till those diamonds are in sight, and I mine all stone, till I'm all alone. That's right, I mine all the time, but can't find what I want. Where is it? I mine all day, I mine. Ruddle Games 14 says what just happened? Sir, I think we hit bedrock. What does that mean? It means you can't go any deeper, good oh. WHY is that? Sir, there's nothing deeper.
WHY is that?
Ruddle Games 14 says this shit is way too easy. Oh, I swear it doesn't please me.
WHY is
I'm like
that?
a reaper gleaning when I take my pick and squeeze it, and feel its power breezing, soon be 6 feet deep, believe I am bored of being at the peak, so time to see what lies beneath. Ruddle Games 14 says https://genius.com/purity-in-party-in-backyard-hyphen-and-hyphen-party-hyphen-in-hyphen-backyard-hyphen-all-type-in-8% sign 0 %sign 5b %sign 275 %sign 20 %sign 27 %sign 20 fully %sign 20 stacked %sign 2c %sign 20 diamonds %sign 2c %sign 20 fully %sign 20 stacked %sign 2c %sign 20 diamonds %sign 0 AOU %sign 201 %sign 270 %sign 20 c stacked %sign 2c %sign 20 diamonds %sign 0 AOU %sign 201 %sign 270 %sign 20 c %sign 2. Ruddle Games 14 says cause I'm fully stacked. Diamonds. Fully stacked. Diamonds, you won't see me crying. I'm fully stacked. Diamonds. Fully stacked. Diamonds. Fully stacked. Diamonds, you won't see me cry behind my fully stacked diamonds. What up? Fully stacked. Diamonds. Full. Ruddle Games 14 says all I hear is people say the same shit, but there's no challenge in real life. It's like creative. Haha. How's it feel to be rich and have a diamond plaque? Oh, bitch, shut the fuck up. Have you seen my diamond stack? Ah, bitch slap. My big brain got a 6-pack. Ronald Games 14 says I'm fully stacked.
You got a 6-pack,
Diamonds.
guys.
Fully stacked. Diamonds, you won't see me crying. I'm fully stacked. Diamonds, fully stacked. Diamonds. Fully stacked. Diamonds. Yeah. You won't see me cry behind my fully stacked diamonds. Haha. Fully stacked. Diamonds. Fully S. The nearest Minecraft planes is at 559, 78, minus 148, 257 blocks away. Teleported Kraken Games 14 to 559.500000, 78.000000, minus 147.500000.
I get it!
Ruddle Games 14 says though, help, he. Ruddle Games 14 says yo. Ruddle Games 14 says plus 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 equals 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 equals.
You do not have enough. You need more. You do not have enough.
Equals dash. Laughing face. Ruddle Games 14 says D. Kraken Games 14 says, at hashtag $% carrot end. At hashtag $% carrot end. Colon plus underscore underscore plus 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 dash dash equals 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 equals.
It's like a Skeppy.
Percent.
This is like a BB-8 stream back in the day.
Percent. Ruddle Games 14 says.
Magnifying glass. Get it to say. Get it to say.
At carrot and carrot percent carrot dollar
Don't get the
carrot
emoji.
dollar percent and
Put it into the chat.
56423% carrot and hashtag dollar carrot percent and dollar percent carrot percent dollar percent at hashtag dollar percent carrot and hashtag dollar percent and percent
Magnify something right.
carrot at hashtag dollar at hashtag dollar percent at hashtag dollar percent hashtag dollar percent hashtag percent at percent carrot at hashtag dollar percent at dollar percent hashtag percent dollar at hashtag underscore plus underscore plus underscore plus underscore plus underscore plus underscore plus 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 equals 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 colon. Ruddle Games 14 says shit. Ruddle Games 14 says fuck. Ruddle Games 14 says motherfucker. Ruddle Games 14 says 69 /. Ruddle Games 14 says 96.
Great, now it's going to say
Ruddle Games 14 says
//.
Ruddle Games 14 says you need more. Ruddle Games 14 says iron. Ruddle Games 14 says iron. Ruddle Games 14 says mag underscore right. 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 Mag underscore right.
Japanese symbol for beginner.
Japanese symbol for beginner.
Mag underscore right. Mag underscore right. Mag underscore right.
Japanese symbol for beginner.
Right. Mag underscore right.
When I say full, you know,
Mag underscore right. Mag underscore right.
Magnifying glass
Mag
tilted left.
underscore right. Ma. Ruddle Games 14 says magnifying glass tilted right, magnifying glass tilted right,
oh no!
Glass tilted right, magnifying 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 glass tilted. Ruddle Games 14 says magnifying glass tilted left, 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 magnifying glass tilted left. Ruddle Games 14
Ping
says
Scooper.
Japanese symbol for beginner, Japanese symbol for beginner, Japanese symbol for beginner, Japanese symbol for
It's the
beginner,
same,
Japanese
this
symbol
is the
for
same
beginner,
voice,
Japanese
isn't it?
symbol for
I
beginner,
know, yeah.
Japanese symbol for beginner, Japanese symbol for beginner, Japanese symbol for beginner,
Japanese symbol for beginner. When I say four, you know what's in
Ping Spooper.
What? Get the lyrics for the song and put the song in it.
Ping Spooper. Ping Spooper. There we go.
Things to fear.
Ruddle Games 14 says ping spooper, ping spooper, ping spooper, ping spooper, ping spooper.
Oh my God!
Ping spooper, 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 ping.
Spoofer ping. Spoofer ping, spoofer ping, spoofer ping. Guys, it's a spin pooper. Spoofer ping. They're pinging the spoof.
Ruddle Games 14 says that's all I asked for, all I want was the muffin. 14. Ruddle Games 14 says I'm a ping spooper, I'm a ping spooper, who's the muffin? I'm a ping spooper, I'm a ping spooper.
It's
Spooper,
breaking!
I am a ping spooper, do not type turtle, I'm a ping spooper, fur. Ruddle Games 14 says, time to keep myself excited, I'm getting like really anxious, who's the muffin background? All I want spooper,
Who's
I
the
am
muffin
a ping
background?
spooper. If you guess, who's the muffin? I'm a ping spooper, fur. You would be right. Ruddle Games 14 says I'm a ping spooper, I'm a ping spooper, who's the muffin?
It's breaking!
I'm a ping spooper, I'm a ping spooper.
Can you hear it?
Spooper, I am a ping spooper, do not type turtle, I'm a ping spooper, fur.
Now this is getting really annoying. This video is
Ruddle
gonna be...
Games 14
Yeah, it's
says,
the most annoying
I've gotten
video
to the
on
point where I'm
YouTube,
just
guys.
thankful, all I want was the muffin. 14. Do not type turtle, I'm a ping spooper, fur. Okay, I'm a ping spooper, here we go, spooper. Ruddle Games 14 says I'm a ping spooper, I'm a ping spooper, who's the muffin? I'm a ping spooper, I'm a ping spooper, spooper, I am a ping spooper, who's the muffin? I'm a ping spooper, I am a ping spooper, I am a ping spooper, fur, I'm a ping spooper, who's the muffin? I'm a ping S. Ruddle Games 14 says that's all I asked for, who's the muffin? All I want 14, spooper, I'm a ping spooper, who's the muffin? I'm a ping spooper.
You're a ping spooper who is the muffin.
Do not type turtle. Ruddle Games 14 says I'm a ping spooper, I'm a ping spooper, who's the muffin? I'm a ping spooper, I'm a ping spooper, spooper, I am a ping spooper, do not type turtle. I'm a ping spooper, fur, X2.
Also, Minecraft, you should speed up your AI because it's really far behind.
B equals sign N7 Poisu WBA. Ruddle Games 14 says magnifying glass tilted right, 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 magnifying glass. Ruddle Games 14 says magnifying glass tilted left, 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 magnifying.
Imagine trying to beat the speedrun the game and this is going on in the background.
Japanese symbol for beginner, 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 Japanese symbol for B.
4B? Japanese symbol 4B? Try not to get annoyed and rage quit,
Ruddle
John.
Games 14 says 14 14 14 14 14
Oh
14
my
14
God!
14 14 14 14 14 14 14 14 14 14
Stop
14
the
14
14
14 14
spam!
14 14 14
That's
14
all
14
I asked
14
for.
14 14 14
14
14
spam's
14
wrong.
14 14 14 14 14 14
Oh,
14
stop
14
the
14
14
14 14
spam.
14 14
All the
14
lyrics
14
not
14
here.
14 14 14 14 14 14 14 14 14 14
14,
Ruddle
14,
Games 14
14,
says
14,
LOL.
14, 14,
Ruddle
14.
Games 14 says 14.
Oh my God, it's peace and quiet.
Ruddle Games 14 says okay everybody, there is a thing you should understand, we need to talk about something called of the 14 spam. Now I know that you really like IT, I know that you think
What
it's
is
fun,
that?
but it's driving
Eminem
me
singing
flipping
the
crazy
song?
and I honestly had enough. 014 this, 014
I
that,
almost,
I want to
14, that's 14, that
Ruddle Games
is.
14 says oh stop the 14 spam, I can't take much more of this, stop the 14 spam, I really
It's like a
don't like
song
it,
with
why
no
won't you
beat, it
stop it?
doesn't work.
Oh stop the 14 spam, I can't take much more of this, stop the 14 spam, I really don't like it, why you won't stop it? Ruddle
Why you
Games
won't
14
stop
says now I know that you really like IT, I know that you think it's fun, but it's driving me flipping
I know you
crazy,
really
and
like
I honestly had
IT,
enough.
but
Now I know that you really
you
like it,
can't
and
be
I
an
know
IT,
that you
you
think it's
know.
fun, but it's driving me flipping crazy and I honestly had enough, so stop. Ruddle Games
I
14 says
honestly
I
had
really
enough,
don't like it, so
so.
why won't you stop it? Why won't you stop it? Stop the 14 spam. Ruddle Games 14 says https://www.youtube.com/watch?b=ma_ejjekxrk. Ruddle Games 14 says x.com. Ruddle Games 14 says best site. Ruddle Games 14 says the best website out there. Kraken Games 14 says never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down. Ruddle Games 14 says Twitter.
Ruddle
Games 14 says Twitter.
Twitter.
Ruddle Games 14 says Tywer.
Tyler.
Twitter.com.
Keep spelling it weirdly. It's funny. Yeah.
Ruddle Games 14 says Twitter.com.
Offensive normally, really?
Kraken Games 14 says Tyweeder.com. Ruddle Games 14 says TikTok.
What? What did you just say?
TikTok.com.
Kraken Games 14 says what?
What the fuck did it just?
TikTok.com.
This video's gonna get banned. What the hell did it just?
TikTok.
What did it just say? Guys, what the fuck did it just say?
TikTok.
Did it say? Jake.
Ruddle Games 14 says TikTok.
TikTok.
Ruddle Games 14 says TikTok.
TikTok. So guys, we have TikTok and we have
Facebook.
Facebook.
Ruddle Games 14 says Facebook.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Instagram.
Kraken Games 14 says Facebook. Ruddle Games 14 says Instagram.
Instagram.
Ruddle Games 14 says yourmom.com. Ruddle Games 14 says 69,420. Ruddle Games 14 says x.com. Ruddle Games 14 says then I said way. Kraken Games 14 says dub diet yodo diet com.
Wait.
Ruddle Games 14 says magnifying glass tilted right 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 magnifying glass.
Guys, guess what?
What?
Kraken Games 14 says subscribe.
Do it, guys. You gotta do it.
Ruddle Games 14 says.
Oh, wait, what?
It's not gonna read it.
Oh, what about something like...
Bro, gang says hello.
Ruddle Games 14 says.
Bro, gang 14 says.
Ruddle Games 14 says Ruddle Games.
Ruddle. You gotta call him Ruddle from now on.
What's something... Wife, hey, like, friends.
Not gonna do it.
Ruddle Games 14 says bonjour.
Bonjour. Yeah, because those are different characters. That's why it's not gonna do Chinese. Guys, I'm just spelling a random thing.
Ruddle Games 14 says looping kleine ver ladroi.
What?
Look at my screen, look at my screen.
You forgot your name? I have no idea what it just said, guys, but hopefully it's not a bad word.
Ruddle Games 14 says simply Japones for debutante.
Symbioli Japanese for debutant. I wonder what that means. Guys, could it be? We don't know.
Ruddle Games 14 says quadors.
Quadors sketchy? It's not gonna know.
Ruddle Games 14 says butane.
Butane?
Ruddle Games 14 says butane. 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 Ruddle Games 14 says mayor. Ruddle Games 14 says
Stop
mayor.
swearing!
Ruddle Games 14 says mayor. Kraken Games 14 says subscribe. Ruddle Games 14 says 69 Connor sent bing. Ruddle Games 14 says 69 Connor sent bing. Ruddle Games 14 says 69 Connor sent bing. Kraken Games 14 says GTA 6. Kraken Games 14 says turn left.
Turn left.
Don't sing another song, what?
Ruddle Games 14 says, Miami, and it ain't nothing like where I'm from. Nah yeah I can't keep my gun in my truck in Miami. They don't know my name at these bars and you can't even see any stars in Miami. Ruddle Games 14 says you got me missing in action for a couple days now, but it don't hit the same as my Tennessee town, Miami, except for getting sand in my boot. Sask yourself, what the hell is a redneck gone doing? Miami, Miami. Ruddle Games 14 says yeah moving
Stop
now
singing
to New
songs!
Orleans, but temporary, and she know that I'm colder than refrigerator period, and she don't want to go to New Orleans, it's Armageddon, so we go to South Beach. She say it's perfect for our wedding. Now I start sweating in a Cherokee. Ruddle Games 14 says, Miami, it ain't nothing like where I'm from, nothing like where I'm from. Nah, yeah, I can't keep my gun in my truck in. I still keep my gun, Miami. They don't know my name at these bars. They don't know my name. You can't even see any stars in Miami. You got. Ruddle Games 14 says, Miami, it ain't nothing like where I'm from, nothing like where I'm from. Nah, yet I can't keep my gun in my truck. I still keep my gun, Miami. They don't know my name at these bars. They don't know my name. You can't even see any stars in Miami. You got. Ruddle Games 14 says https://www.youtube.com/watch?b=sign UR3
Question mark
LINE
V equals sign?
Ruddle Games 14 says Monsieur Labette. Ruddle Games 14
Monsieur
says Monsieur
Labette.
Labette. Ruddle Games 14 says Monsieur Labette.
Yeah, Monsieur Labette. Can we have some money, Monsieur Labette?
Yeah, that's Mr. Beast's son.
No, that's French, Mr. Beast, yeah. Yeah, it's the French version of Mr. Beast. Go to his channel, it's probably called that in France.
But I can't, you know why? I need a French ID to do that.
What?
Yeah. Right, their AI is already working.
Because you're in the US.
Use a VPN, guess what? You need the stuff over there.
Come over here.
I'm really not good there.
Ruddle Games 14 says cat.
Had?
Wow, that was
Ruddle Games 14 says Mac. Ruddle Games 14 says cat. Kraken Games 14 says we hear you, sorry.
Okay, I don't know what else to do in this video. This was just a random video.
Ruddle Games 14 says brat hair.
Rat hair? Okay.
Ruddle Games 14 says Mac.
Any last words, Ruddle Games 14?
Ruddle Games 14 says head. Ruddle Games 14 says of. Ruddle Games 14 says this. Ruddle Games 14 says video. Ruddle Games 14 says life. Ruddle Games 14 says son. Narrator, off.
oh my god, I'm so much that.
Back! Quick game! YouTube recommends these videos on screen. That was probably the most annoying video ever. But it was just a random video, so... Goodbye, everybody. Bye!